Hi, welcome to High Torah. My name's Alana, and we're in Jerusalem. I apologize in advance for shaky camera and bad sounds, but I have tried this video many ways, and I'm not sure I'll ever post it, but if I do, high five. So this week's Parsha is Va'era, and it means like to be shown, I think. But one of the key parts of it that I really keep contemplating and wanted to share the contemplation is around like a new form of God appearing. And this particular form of God is like one that's really engaged in heroics, like really gonna take his people out, like remember this connection they have and take them out with force, like with not just force, but like might and dazzle and all of these things with the plagues. And I've been thinking a lot about how or why that would be a notion of God that we would be interested in. And I keep coming back to the idea of suffering, that the might of this form of God that presents himself to Moses, who's asked to present it to the people and Pharaoh, and ultimately like fulfills the promise and ushers these people out. It's like, how related is that form to what we hear that these people are going through, which is all of the suffering? Like they are really being like systematically oppressed. And so I'm thinking a lot about what are our, what are our ideas about presence that we, even have been influenced by this narrative. You need to start to look at it and see a bigger picture, to start to approach it and say, oh, that's just a stretched form of presence. That's in relationship to this specific people. But just like presence announces itself, like the beginning of the Parsha opens up and says like God or Hashem or Spirit in this form, infinite source, is looking at Moses saying, I'm telling you who I am, and those forefathers who I made this covenant with, that I'm even talking to you, they didn't know this about me. And he uses the same name, the same configuration of letters, but is introducing a whole new expanded sense of self. I don't know that you could talk about God as having a sense of self, but something, there's some relationship between the like suffering that these people in dialogue with him are going through and the way that they're going to get back in connection with this God. Anyway, there's a lot in there. I really recommend reading it and thinking about it, and just as like some story that can connect us all, something like that. Okay, Shabbat Shalom.